Bienvenidas a
Mamás Fuera de Lugar. All right, first and foremost, we want to thank all of our friends and our kids and friends of friends.
Our 19 followers.
You guys, I was thinking the whole night, like, what am I going to do when somebody asks me for an autograph?
Oh my God.
I'm over here like,
one of my kids says, Mom, you're not that funny.
Oh.
And I said, it's okay, we need all the haters.
The haters get the views. Thanks, haters.
We love everybody.
We also have amazing Instagram followers. Thank you for reaching 100, guys. What?
Woo!
Within 24 hours? What?
Guys, our first TikTok got like 20 views, but our second one,
800 something, right?
Where did they get? We only created like 50 fake accounts. Where did they always come from?
I can only account for like 300 of those videos.
I keep watching it.
Is that like...
Does it count it again?
No, right?
I thought it didn't.
No, it doesn't. That's
So
what
we
I
have
know.
no business doing technology. When is it the ref's fault and when is it a parent that's just
Being
not getting
The
it?
thing is, I know we always blame the refs and the ref did this, but sometimes the refs have no knowledge of soccer either. And then
Yes.
we don't know. We have
Yeah.
no idea. We know who the coach is. We know who our players are. We know who we all are. But we don't know this man. Does he even know anything about soccer? What,
Yeah.
What is, did he saw something he didn't like
hopefully
and he's
they
going
do.
to take
Yeah.
it against, he didn't like the way the parents were screaming. So now he's not going to call anything on us. I mean,
Oh,
I
yes.
feel
I've
like,
had refs like that.
I feel like I know we're not supposed to scream at the ref, but the refs, sometimes they suck. Honestly, they do.
Some of them do.
Some of them.
But ladies, take out your pens and your pencils and your notebooks because we're going to talk about red cards and yellow cards. And I learned a lot through my research. So let's talk about it.
Take it away.
Talk about it.
I've noticed a lot of the times the arguments that we have for with the ref or disagreements that we have with parents as coaches is because either the parent themselves or just the viewer in general doesn't actually understand why the ref is making a call.
Yeah.
Of course, there's refs that seriously were like, are you
Short
serious?
king.
Do you know soccer?
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
And this is not to say that anybody ever has a right to be disrespectful towards
Yeah.
another person or a ref, but
Even in World Cups. Remember that time Mexico...
No fue penal.
No era penal, no era penal.
no
No era
Mexicans
penal.
get kicked out of like sporting events because we
No, pero no era penal. Like,
Yeah.
even professional, they have 3 refs, like 2 sidelines,
They do.
and they still...
And they have the cameras that record everything.
So the big thing that I learned was really how discretionary reffing can be. It's not like this type of kick will give you this. A lot of it has to do with the intention that the player's doing it with, the forcefulness, the malintent. But refs do mess up.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they're supposed to be, like, they're following the kids, so they can... Sometimes they warn kids, like, hey, stop. I've seen you, stop.
Yeah.
You're
When
their
they
card.
should, yeah. And
They should always do
they
that
should always
because that
do
way the player should know, okay, he's on to me, I'm going to calm down. But
Yeah, but sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't. You
They
have
don't.
bad refs. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
But as coaches and parents, we got to know how to
Handle it.
handle
that.
it, yeah.
And talk to the parents and be like, I feel like my husband is a coach, so I try to stay as quiet as I can. Because if they see me, they'll be like, well, she's already saying that, we can say it.
Yeah.
So I try not to.
I always encourage parents to, if they do have something to say with the ref or they disagree with the ref, to come tell me so I can
Directly.
tell the ref because
That's good.
I think sometimes we give the kiddos the wrong idea about how to protest or approach. And I think, of course, stand up for yourself, advocate for yourself. That wasn't fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Things happen. But sometimes it is a yellow card or it is a red card. And we have to kind of learn how to deal with it. So just talking about when you get a yellow card versus a red card. It really has to do with the type of play and if the ref thinks the player maybe did something not intentionally they'll more likely to pull a yellow, where if they see this player's coming from behind and the intent of the player was really to hurt the person on the other team with the ball, that's a red card. Yeah. And you have to understand that maybe you might disagree with it, but on the field,
he's not going to revert it. He's not going to go back on that call. The moment he makes the call, as much as he would be like, you know what?
A ref say, oh, the parent on the right over there said that it wasn't, so I'm going to...
He must be right.
No. If anything, let's say he was kind of like... more on one side than the other, but now he's like, okay, like we literally had this happen today where there was a parent on the other side of the field. Nobody was on the other side. We were all on this side. The parent was on the other side, and he was coaching the other team the whole time. And when the ref was calling, he was like, oh, that throw in. And we're like, what are you doing all the way over there? Why are you coaching the team from over there? Like, the coach is on this side with all the other parents. Why are you over there? And the ref went to both coaches. He's like, hey, I need to talk to both of you. He stopped the play. He's like, I'm going to talk to both of you. Look, I wasn't being that strict on the throw-ins, but that parent over there is making it very difficult for me to do my job. So now I'm going to be very strict on the throw-ins. Yeah. And I just, like, threw out the whole game.
And when you're a starter team, maybe this is different with kids that are older, but I've seen refs that do try to go easier on throw-ins because they know like, the kids are young. Do it again. And then you get the coach on the other side or the parent on the other side, and it's like, hey, your kids are doing the same thing. You're impacting both of us. Yep. And my only take is I love that parents are so passionate and so involved.
And that's awesome.
But I do think we sometimes confuse the kids because you have a coach telling you one thing, and then you have your parent telling, and then a random person telling you to do something else, and it's difficult. And then they're like,
yeah, they do get.
It's too confusing.
Well, especially this weekend, we had so many injuries in the game because unfortunately it was bad reffing, and I don't like it. It's okay if we're gonna lose. I don't mind.
Winner losing.
It's when kids start getting hurt.
Yeah.
Because you're not calling things out, so the other team's like, oh, we're doing great. He's not. We're not. Apparently, whatever we're doing is working because the ref's not calling it. Yeah. So that was just bad, and a lot of our players got hurt.
And I think the purpose of a ref is really to facilitate fair play, and that the players are safe, and the rules are there so that someone doesn't get unnecessarily hurt. And so that's the name of the game. We have to follow it.
And again, refs are human. Like us.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes what may be obvious to us, maybe it's not as obvious to them.
There's a lot of smack talking we do not hear that the kids do.
Yes.
And so the refs are reacting to that. Like, you just talk something and then you go and you just said you're going to hurt them and then you go hurt them. Yeah. Then that ref is going to say that's, you know what, that's a red card. That's not a yellow card. Yeah. And you outside, even as a coach, you're like, what the heck? It wasn't even that big of a deal. Yeah. But turns out that maybe there's things that they're saying, listening and stuff that we're not hearing.
We do scream a lot of things like, no vistes, or corre más recio, or say things like that. And we, just because he doesn't stop and look at us, we think he didn't hear us, but
he heard.
Yeah.
He heard us. So
and you're not helping your kid.
We gotta watch that.
And I have to say that sometimes we embarrass our own children and we're putting them in a bad spot. Like, cut it out.
I feel like we should have a talk. Or have a message,
field study,
or have some flyers as reminders. Hey, we know. Let's not call the ref. If the ref is doing something, can you write it down? Give it to the coach. The coach will talk to him after the game, and they will see that we're more respectful because we're asking for respect, but we're not giving it.
Yeah, and that's how it is in most cases. I know when my son played club, the coach told us as soon as we'd get there, and he would talk to everybody like, okay, just to let you guys know, the ref that's going to be available, because there was usually 2 or 3 refs, they're very strict on, they don't want to hear the parents, and that's the coach letting us know as parents. And I think that also has a lot to do with it. As a coach, just like Maria said, like, she'll tell her parents, like, hey, if you guys want to say something, if you guys are not okay with something, tell me so then I can address it with the ref. Yeah. And I feel like that's the kind of, what is it,
that's
hierarchy?
The best approach.
Yeah, that is the best approach, because at the end of the day, the refs, I mean, there are so many
like
parents.
You said, the ref's not going to change the call because you yelled at them. If anything, they're going to go harder. And one thing, because my husband refs a lot, that he was talking to me about was sometimes a lot of the parents don't realize that there's such a thing as like a fair play call. So let's say the opposing team throws in the ball and, well, let's not say opposing. Let's say your team throws in the ball and one of your own players handballs it.
Yeah.
And then the other, and they handball it, but the opposing team like ends up getting the ball. And now they're taking off. They're going to be free. They're going to make a score. And then the parent on the opposing team is like, handball.
You're like, you don't
You're
want that.
asking the ref to stop the play when you have the advantage. And I think a lot of the times as parents, we yell, handball. And then what if you do get that ref that heard it? And now they're going to stop the play that you had the advantage to score on. So that we're not always doing a service, and there are rules that we are kind of getting ourselves into and now impacting our team negatively.
Yeah.
So that was a new one for me. I don't think I learned it until
that's something that we don't really hear about, because at the end of the day, sometimes we don't have that experience. We don't know anybody that does that, you know?
Yeah.
Until recently, with compadre being a ref, like, I had no idea that there was so many rules. So I was like, what is this?
Excuse me?
Now I can't be like, I freaking ref. No, now it's like, hey, chill. I know that ref.
You guys,
I know that ref. Chill.
I've never like done an official game where I'm the main ref, but I've done like sideline reffing where you're just watching like who kicked the ball out.
Yeah.
And then you're lifting the flag just to indicate like whose ball is it. There was my kids were like really young, like 6 or 7, and I'm doing this game because I'm trying to get volunteer points and all that good stuff, and I make the wrong call, or so the parent says.
Oh no, parents are never right though. I'm just kidding. Unless we're the parents.
The customer's always right.
If we're the parents,
Don't listen to
the parents.
What?
Don't listen to the parents. I'm sorry.
So I like lift the flag up, and then this dad is like, "Are you blind?" First of all, yes.
Legally,
Yes,
I think.
Legally, yes.
I am blind, sir. It was the other team. I didn't want any of the smoke because I literally did not realize if I was doing it right or wrong.
Oh,
so I was like, hurry. And there I understood how freaking scary it is to be on the field and getting yelled at, like, and that was like pretty mild. There's parents that are like, "I'll see you after the game."
Oh yeah, no, definitely. We had an incident like that. Oh my gosh,
bad words.
No, and the one thing, so because we had it to where, and I understand where they were coming from, but at the same time, it's like, are we watching the same game? Because we're there. The kids were playing. The kid that actually got thrown was the one that was literally coming up from behind and like karate chopping in the air.
That's always a red card, guys.
Yes. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Are we watching the same game? And he went after my son. My son luckily like was able to dodge it, but he ended up hitting him, not where it would be detrimental, because a kick from behind like that,
that's so dangerous.
Back, that is completely dangerous.
So dangerous.
So my son got upset, and he was like, at that point in time, like 8-9 years old, and he got really upset. He stopped what he was doing. He turned around and he grabbed the kid and flung him. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that's not what we want to do. But at the same time, like, I understand, like, if you're basically going against someone and they're hitting you from behind and the ref's not calling it, which at that point I was like, ref should have called it a long time ago.
Yes, I think the refs could avoid a lot of arguments.
Anything
because that's where
escalating.
fights happen, right?
Exactly.
You're feeling like you're being attacked outside of the scope of the game, so then you're reacting like,
I mean, as an adult, it's hard enough to hold
even
ourselves.
adults get into these arguments, guys.
No, and the worst part was that the parent from the other team was yelling who knows what to my child. And I was just like, are you kidding me? The first thing I thought, though, as a parent, and I was like, I hope every parent out there is like this, to where you're not going to focus on the outside noise. You're going to focus on your kid and how they are and what they're going through, because they can just have literally not only the arbitro, but the parent and the coach and everything.
That's a scary situation.
It
for
is.
kids. Yeah.
What
And
my
you
son
don't
did, he
want-
just shut everything out.
You don't want your kid to see you do that either.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. So,
Because they're watching.
yeah, they're
I
watching.
have to say, when I was like a newer sports parent, I was more willing to be like, hey, what are you talking to?
But now it's hard.
But when you realize, I think when you realize that you're actually scaring your kid and you're scaring kids around you.
They're little.
And you're escalating a situation that's like, this is not even a championship game, guys.
No,
it's
yeah.
like a random friendly game.
And even if it
It's
was.
not enough.
It's not the World
Even if it
Cup.
was, it's not. It's unsportsmanship like, and
Yeah.
you're not doing a service to anybody. So I think as I get more experience in being a soccer mom, it's just like, is it really worth it? You're embarrassing your kid. You're embarrassing the club.
And we're telling our kids, listen to the ref. Don't worry about it. Listen to the coach. And then we're not doing that.
And then we're not listening.
No, we're not paying attention to that. Forget what other people are saying. What are we saying?
And this is a lesson that's better said than done, because we're human. Like, you know,
in the heat of the
temperature
moment,
gets to
we're
you.
probably not gonna remember. We're probably not gonna be.
I'm usually a fighter. Like a street fighter.
Oh, street fighter. Okay.
I used to fight on the streets. Like, I never did. I never really fight anybody, but I was like ready to go.
No, like you're fired up. Like,
I get fired
who
up.
are you talking to?
So-
0 to 100,
Not
real
me.
quick.
And then I'm a crazy driver. Like, I fight with people that can't hear me, right? So I realized I was wrong because I had my niece in the back seat and I was driving, calling people names like, move out of my way, what are you doing? So my
And
niece
they
was
can't
like,
hear you.
My niece was like, Tia. And I go, what do you need?
Can they hear?
Can they hear you? And I said, you know what, you're right.
What is the point of this anger?
I'm gonna be a better person. Now I just honk at them.
Does that? I can never get to honking.
Okay, now that we're talking about this, I know we went totally out of the subject, but this guy, he got in front of me and and I knew, okay, so it's one of those things where you're gonna make a U-turn.
Uh-huh.
And it's allowed, and that the arrow is green and it says U-turn allowed.
Yeah.
But I do that at work every day. I always take that turn, so I already know that the people waiting here to make a right, they don't see that, and I always turn and I'm looking at them because they're always gonna hit me.
They always think you're in the wrong.
And they're like, why is this random person U-turning?
So this Friday I was turning and I saw this guy and he was almost gonna hit me, and I saw his face and he was like he realized it was his fault. So, but he was still ahead of me, so he went ahead of me, and he put his emergency lights twice, and then it seemed like he said sorry.
Yeah.
And I was
You're
like, or maybe he said stupid. I don't know. I took
Let's go with he said
I
sorry.
took it as an apology.
Yes.
I'm that driver. Like, I do always assume that it's me. So I'll be like, someone will honk at me like super mad, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I'm always thinking it's not me, and it's always me.
No, I will.
I'm an apologist. I'm like, oops.
I will admit when it's my fault. When it's not, I'm like, you're
I
in the
never
bad.
admit it's
you're
my
wrong.
fault.
I had a lot more road rage when I was driving to El Segundo for work, because you're in traffic all day, you're tired, you're
stressful.
hungry, you have to go to the bathroom. So I'd be like, and I'm like arguing with nobody, of course.
Everybody
But-
passing by like, that lady's having a
Can they
day.
hear you? No. Okay. You're like my
Well, I roll down my window and I make sure they can hear me. No,
Oh, okay.
Hey, don't be like me driving Carson to CBS.
Oh my gosh.
Allegedly.
That's the story for next
Allegedly.
time. Okay, next
Allegedly.
episode, I will tell you the story about.
we need to actually write this down, because I feel like sometimes we're like, next time, and then we like never
We're
come
gonna-
around to the story.
You were like, they said in this episode that they were going to talk about it.
Next episode, I'll tell you the story about me driving into
CVS.
CVS. It was pretty cool.
And also,
I wouldn't
not
even
her
get-
fault at all.
Never.
Of course, they
It's
knew.
CVS fault
never.
for making the doors so big.
And inviting her in.
Imagine CVS is like, we finally solved the
Well, it wasn't.
unsolved case.
It wasn't CBS back in the day. It was a different name.
Oh, it's out of order. They can't sue you anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has a weird name, but I don't know the name. But it was not CBS.
But it was something similar.
CVS like.
It was somebody. It was a store. I don't know.
Anyways.
Nobody got hurt.
Nobody got hurt.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
No, nobody got hurt. No kids were injured in this video.
No, not in this video.
Just in the other video.
Papa, you know you're out there. You know you do this. Watch a game. Watch the replay. Watch the commentary on that same game.
Yes.
Watch the replay again. I was like, Appa, are they gonna like win this time or are they gonna tie this time? Like, what's the difference?
It's not about the winning. It's about the experience.
You know what? It has to do a lot with the perspective. Every commentator is gonna have a different perspective of it, and so I mean, when you're so, I mean, put it this way: if we go ahead and watch our kids play, and we all have a different take on how they played, right? And at least for me, I'm like, I want to know what you thought about it. Like, what'd you think of the game? Like, who was doing good? Like, who
Where
needs
did
a
you
little
see
boost?
the fault?
Yeah. Or like
the good stuff.
The call that the ref did. Oh, did you see the same thing that I saw? Because I did not see it. Like, okay, let's talk about it. You know. And I feel like that's one thing that I noticed that my dad does a lot. He'll like watch all these comments. Like, you tell my dad anything about so and so game, and he will tell you like everything. But because he has all this knowledge of all these different like perspectives, and I was like, okay.
But
so
yeah, you tell him something about who's your kid's
best friend
teacher.
Best friend is
know. When is his birthday? I don't know.
To know all that information.
But they can hold on to all this soccer information.
They can hold on to statistics. And I feel like I'm a lover of the game, but like if you ask me stats on somebody or matter of fact, ask me someone's name.
I know the cheeseman from my neighbor and I cannot remember soccer.
And then it's such a connect. Just for men specifically, I feel like they could just not know each other.
Oh,
they have a sport in common or like a game or a player
team.
in common. They're best friends for life.
And if they're rivals,
they hate each other for life. No,
they'll get along. They'll just dig at each other for every chance they get.
Yeah, they'll mess with each other. Hey, volleyball players make really good goalies, I've learned.
Oh, yes, they do. Hand-eye coordination.
Yes, and they are already, like, they're not, they don't flinch at it because they know what to do. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm. Yeah, I think volleyball players.
That's what we need to get our goalies for. Let's go recruit.
Let's go recruit. We should. That is a good take on it. We're recruiting, guys, just to let you know.
Only if you guys play volleyball.
Or softball. I feel like softball is my second sport that I'm like, when I get a softball player, they're usually okay.
Or if your mom hits you with the chancla and you manage to avoid you're good.
That's called training, Anna.
Oh, they were training us this whole time?
Oh my God. Yes, that's what I do for goalie training. I get a bunch of chanclas lined up, get the moms out from the field. Come on, moms, let's go. Throw it. They dodge a chancla, they could dodge a ball.
Get into the dodgeball reference.
Yeah. But that's not what you do as a goalie. You want to catch the ball, not dodge it.
So I'm like, I didn't grow up playing sports, but I did attempt to goalie when we were younger, right?
Yes.
And that's the first time I got knocked out.
You got knocked out?
Yes, I got hit straight in the face.
Do you have the name of the person, where they live, everything? Do you have all the information?
I blacked out. I don't know. They ran. I'm just kidding.
They ran.
Are you sure it was soccer?
I forgot who I was. Was I playing volleyball?
No. Okay, never mind.
No, yeah. I got like hit, boom, straight in the face. And I remember
the glasses came off?
Yeah, you know what? That I never realized how hard the floor was until that moment.
And you were like, oh, it's
I remember thinking, ow, like floor, and then I don't remember much, and then I got up. You were there. You don't remember?
Too many hits to the face.
She's going to hit you with the ball.
She's concussed all the time.
I am notorious for hitting people with the ball.
She is, and she is hard. When we used to play together, I'd be like, you guys need to move, because you don't understand that if you're standing in front of her, you're going to get hit.
Whether I was the one kicking out or I was goalie, I let my team know, okay, you guys are not supposed to be anywhere near my area. I don't care who you think you are. You don't go near my area, because if you do, you're going to get knocked out, either by my body or by my hands. And they learned it the hard way. If I'm goalie, I don't care who you are. My main goal is the ball. That is what I'm want.
Wow.
That's what I'm getting, and that's it.
I'm smart. When I saw her before,
did you see me play before?
I've seen you play before. I was like, I'm not standing in the way of that ball.
One time we were playing Ya de Grandes, like we were playing. I was playing with the teenage girls.
Oh yeah.
And one of the forwards from the opposite team recognized me, and she was just like, she's literally in front of me, outside my goalie area. She looked over at the porra, and she was just like, "Did you see who that is?" And she was like, "Yeah, don't go there." And I was just like,
the legend of
Summer recognized me. Oh my God, I felt like a fan. the star? And she was just like, yeah, I'm not going in there. And she shot from like way far. Like she did not go anywhere near my box.
I feel like you live and you learn. If you got hit once, like
I'm
the
pretty
smart
sure she
thing
might
to
have-
do would be to move.
And I was like, oh, my my skills precede me. That's good.
I didn't have my mom throw enough chanclas at me, so I
did.
wasn't that great.
I did.
One time, Ana, me metieron 20 goals.
It's okay. It's happened.
It's okay.
It's happened to me too.
No,
That was the
way.
first
It's not
time
your fault. It's not your fault. Maybe the defense was not there.
She was my defense.
Oh, so it was your fault. Then. Sorry, I can't.
And I was like, no. If she was defense, it was your fault.
She was down. I don't know, girl. What were you
I
doing?
was like,
Hey,
I
but
was
one and done,
diving.
right? One and done. One and done, right? One and done.
what does that mean?
That means like you never got scored more than that.
I mean,
Because she never played.
I had to retire. 20? I'm just kidding.
I had 20.
Pero it's because if you show up to an adult league, nobody wants to goalie. So since
Nobody
I
wants
had
to goalie.
no,
And they wouldn't let me. She was like,
skills.
no, we need you
No,
on
we
the
need each
field.
other field. We had no chance of scoring. So if first of all, if she was playing, I'd be like, I'm her friend. If you want her to play, you
I need
you
to
have
play
to let
too.
me play too.
I would have just laid down in la porteria or cross. Try to score.
Guys, score.
You know what? You do it for the gram. I'm just kidding. Gram wasn't a thing.
They probably still score. Who knows?
You know what?
I remember
I try.
how many times after the game they would come up to me and you'd be like, where are we going?
Where do you want us?
What team
color?
are you in?
What color do we wear?
When do we show up? And I was
A
like,
girl's gotta do
yeah.
it. A girl's gotta do
This
it.
is my comadre. Like we play together. Like if you want me, you need to get her too.
Thank God. Imagine if you were like,
Imagine if I,
I
was
don't
such
know
a
her.
wench
She's
like
like,
that.
she'll be like, oh, sorry, Maria. They said they only need one.
That would
there's
be.
only space
Oh, I
for
would
one.
never.
No, but even then, like, I was lucky enough that, like, most people didn't want a goalie. So the position was always open.
Maria's like, I'm a shoo-in.
I'm a shoo-in. I could walk up to him.
They want G, but they really want me too. So I'm gonna be
You
there.
guys want to play on the field? Let me in. Put me in, coach.
And be
Put
like,
me
you
in.
know what? Let's put you as goalie. And be like, I got you, Maria. I'll be defense. I got you.
Oh, why did they score 20 goals then?
Okay, that time they were going on the other side.
Oh, you weren't ready.
Okay, that
I
one
wasn't
actually,
ready.
that was
I
not my
wasn't
fault.
ready.
The ball, I think I got shot at like 50 times.
Yeah.
Maybe 10.
She blocked
10
so
were
many.
my fault. 10
She-
were my fault.
She
maybe.
blocked a lot
Wait,
of them.
10
that
I
day.
scored mine.
Let's talk about stats,
10 of
baby.
them were like
50-50.
Whoa. Sorry.
Sometimes I'd be like, huh, I wasn't going to get that, guys.
I am not that flexible.
Are you kidding me? Wrong.
My nails, if I go that way, no, I can't. That's not my good angle.
And
Throw it this
Throw
way.
it this way. I look cute this way. There was a summer though where like me puse que iba a perder peso y I got on a diet and I lost a lot of weight
Which
down.
summer? Because I've been doing this since
It was a lot of summers ago because I gave up since then. My weight
I gave up
fluctuates
in
a lot.
winter.
I gave up when food's presented to me. So
You know, I start on Sunday and then
We're
I'm like, okay, I'll
married.
be
Who are we
Monday.
trying to impress, right?
No,
I'm not impressing nobody. I just want to lose weight for my health.
Yeah,
I need to.
not dying would be
My
nice.
knees gave out when I
You
gained
wanna
weight.
live? Me too.
I got like 10 good years.
But girl, you got more than that.
Yeah,
You
way
know
more.
what? You guys know, right? I'm 46. But when I was 36, I want to say 10 years ago, I thought, oh my God, I have to live now. This is the best years of
Yeah.
my life because when I hit 46, now
Now.
I'm the best. So I feel like every time, every year is your best year.
Yes.
It
And I used to
is.
think when people say, I would say, oh, how old are you? I will ask someone and go, oh, I'm 50. And I was like, oh my God, they're so old.
It's
And now I think they're so young because I'm so close to them. I'm like, somebody
She's
tells
in
me,
the prime of her life.
Yes.
we have a client at my work and she's 80. I go, oh my God, you're so young.
Hey, what'd she say? What did
She
she
goes,
say?
oh, thank
80
you.
is the new 50.
Yeah,
It really is.
Because I want to
It
get
really
to
is.
80 now.
It really is.
Oh, but I saw an ad and I was really sad that it was in Texas, but it was a 41 years and up adult league.
Wow.
And when I saw it, I clicked it. I was like, this is my chance, guys.
You're
I'm
too young. Don't you ever
No.
get to a position where you
I'm
need
sorry,
to get
it
a
had
fake
a-
ID to play soccer?
It had a 31/41, so it was a 2 division.
Oh.
So I was like, I was golden
Wait,
for the
not
31.
that 2011, 2012. Now it's that 31, 41. It's a 10-year gap. Oh my God.
Hey, it is. It is.
Listen, 10 years is a lot.
10 years
But
is 10
I was
years.
like, I pressed on it because I was like, yes! Damn it, in Texas? Do you guys know of anyone? If you our viewers here, if you know any leagues.
Please call them. Do not call me. I can't do
but it has to be
anymore.
31.
I would go for
35.
35. I would go 35 and up.
Yes.
31-year-olds are.
I'll be the water girl.
I'm still out of shape, but one of the games that we went to go watch the kiddos. I'm a big rugby fan, guys.
Can we go watch rugby games? Cause
Yes.
I love
Can we put our
rugby.
kids to play that?
Ilona Mar's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
at a college. I forgot. I think maybe UCLA. They're gonna play like a bunch of women's, but it landed on the same day as one of our friends' events, I think.
Oh, okay.
But they do them. We should go.
Yeah, because
Yes.
my niece in Arizona, she watches the rugby games out there, and she'll post, and I was like, oh my god, you're so lucky.
I saw
wanna
these
watch
women. It's an adult league out here in San Bernardino, and
rugby.
yes, rugby.
How old are they? Can we join?
They look like our age.
I don't
Like
know.
they looked
I think-
adult.
I think I can do it. I can do it.
I wanted to jump in so bad. I was
To
gonna be a
play?
groupie and be like,
Jump into Blair. Jump
yeah, no, I
somebody
wanted to
else.
play. I want to play.
I don't want to play that.
I'm
well,
not
there's-
actually strong at all. Like
Then why do you want to play?
because it looks
gonna
like
get
so
hurt.
much fun.
No.
Okay, fine, I'll watch it, but I do want to play.
You're gonna
I
get
don't want to
hurt.
play.
I do want to play. I want to wear those short
It
shorts
doesn't
that they're
hurt
wearing.
when you're in the game. It hurts after.
I think they teach you how to tackle because they don't
Well,
have.
Yeah, when you're 17, now when you're 35, we're done.
I mean,
with
but you're
that.
going against other 35-year-olds. Well, they're
But they've been
they're in
playing for a
shape.
long time. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Okay, step 1, start lifting weights and running. Step 2, find an adult league.
No,
Yes.
find
Step
me
3,
a
beg them to let me in.
No. Hijack one of their games and be on the team.
no. Here, find me a league.
Start
where
my
there's-
own team.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Find
Yes.
me a team where like they're 70 and up. I'll be the best player. Let me go to.
Oh, that is a league I would join.
Let's go to these
I'm
home
not
centers.
strong.
Watch them just because I mean the older you get the more experience and then the easier it is to do things without really doing things. So I don't know, 70.
I think 30, 40 is prime because Ilona Mar is in her 30s. That's my go-to. That's the reason we were watching watching them in the Olympics, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I was just like, oh my gosh.
What was the girl? I forget if she was
Was
from
it
New
one-
Zealand.
Yes, New Zealand. She just retired.
New Zealand is like very, very
They're
Did they get
They're
first
good.
place, second place? Were they do they?
I didn't watch it till the end.
I just watch games. I don't
but
even follow
definitely
anything.
I was so me and Rudell started watching them, and the farther back, like the 4th, 5th place games they were watching, those were really interesting.
They were really good.
They were really good. I was like, why aren't they like 1st and 2nd place or 3rd place?
Because I think the more strategic that they go, I don't know if you guys have watched yourself some rugby, highly recommend, especially sevens because it's so short. The more strategic they are, the less tackle there is. So
Yeah.
it's not like as interesting. But I looked up all the rules. Like I was
Those games were really good. I would want to watch
doing
one.
that.
Yeah,
They're
just
making a little bridge with their bodies. But have you seen the men's one? Se levantan de los chores con las nalgas todas de fuera. You haven't watched rugby?
Wait,
she
she
has
did?
no idea what we're talking about.
she did.
No,
You said nalgas. though.
I
I'm
did.
gonna point that out.
It's nalgas out, like because them to catch the ball, they can pick up a player, and to interfere the ball.
Usually
I can do
by
that.
their
I can
shorts.
pick up players if they need me to.
With your car? I'll pick them up from the house to the game. But these shorts are indestructible.
Yeah,
shorts.
those are
because
some-
They grab them by the shorts and
then
do
just
a full
lift
wedgie
them
up. Like,
But it doesn't even get to be a wedgie, right?
No, it's like the most strategic lifting I've ever seen in my life. But those shorts, what material are they made of?
I want those shorts.
I want to know.
I wonder. You're so interested in the shorts.
You haven't
I'm
seen
so
a
sorry.
lift. You need to watch it.
I need to see it.
You need to see a lift. Look
You
at
need
us.
to
Look
see
at
it. To believe it.
Rugby games lifting.
I'm gonna Google that.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna have it as
You
my
should-
backdrop.
As their backdrop,
And then the men's stretching for rugby.
Oh my
It's
god, we
very
have
interesting.
you guys? I don't know if you guys ever seen a football player, a real NFL football player.
Guess when like
in person.
Jason was from
No,
the
I
Eagles
have
was
not.
stretching, I was like,
No, I saw one in person.
yeah.
really?
It was, oh my god. We saw one. We went to Oregon and we went to the University of Oregon and they were practicing. I'm sorry, they were not practicing, so we couldn't go to see the practice. But so we were just walking around there where they practice in the area. There's a little souvenir store and stuff. And one of them came down to go to another building. So
and you were just like,
we were just like, because his waist was here, and he was just walking. He looked like I don't know what he
he's
looked
just like a big.
Everything was big. His arms, his legs, his legs, you know.
It's just like,
I'm like,
okay,
no wonder. But when you see them on TV,
They don't
look so big.
I mean, soccer players are like 6 feet.
Yes, we
They're
went to
huge.
see.
Well, except for some of them, like
Yeah, there's exceptions, but I think because they're standing
But the
next to
majority of
other people.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize how short people were until I saw, like, do you guys know who Chris Paul is?
no.
CP3. Okay. Well, he's supposed to be, like, short for the league. But
For soccer league?
No, I jumped to basketball.
Okay.
Whoops.
Whoops.
You mean Kevin Hart's place?
Oh my God, have you guys seen Kevin Hart next to
Shaquille?
Shaq?
Yeah,
He literally disappears.
like right here.
He's so little. But even these basketball players that are considered like 6 feet or something, I don't know how tall he is, but they're considered short. And then when they're standing next to like all the
Regular people.
average,
And they're
next to
just
an
like-
average person, you're like, dang, he's tall.
Yeah.
But then next to other pros that are like the height, I don't know, that they're supposed to be ideally. They're short next to them, and imagine how tall that person is. Like,
Well, I met Gio Dos Santos in a supermarket, which it was a weird thing. I think I told you guys.
yeah,
I was going to get some drinks with my daughter. We were coming from a game, and we're just gonna grab something really quick and go home. But then I saw these canopies, and they have like this wheel where they're giving prices, and I was like, oh, what? And it was right by the entrance, so I was like, oh, what are you guys doing? He goes, oh, this is the line. If you spin the wheel, you can win a soda, chips, or something. I was like, oh, okay. And I was gonna walk away, and then I saw something far over there, and I wait, is that Gio Dos Santos? And I told the excuse me, is that the soccer player? He goes, oh yeah. That's the line over there for pictures. There was no one in line.
why? That's
Flies were
insane.
flying on top of.
Who promoted this
For
event?
real.
So then I was like,
Someone needs to get
can
fired.
I don't want your free soda. I'm gonna go around and take a picture.
Take a picture.
So I go over there and I was like, we're gonna take a picture. And he's so short. His tennis shoes were like this high, the bottom part, so he will be a little
Taller.
And then I was like starstruck. I was like, oh, he goes, oh, yes, come here. Oh, you play soccer? I was talking to my daughter, and I said, yeah, she plays soccer. And, oh, what position does she play? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. What's
then
my
also-
name?
Sir, let me get an autograph, sir.
She turned so he can autograph her soccer, because she was wearing her soccer uniform. We were coming from a game.
Okay,
And then he's like, oh, and then he saw the number, goes, oh, same like me. And I go, yeah, same thing.
She's all starstruck.
I was.
What would you not have agreed to at that point?
I don't know, but I have the picture. I'll show you guys.
She's like,
the
I wouldn't
picture.
be.
And then, as we were done, I was like, I don't want to be done. There's no one in line. Can I just sit?
Can I just
stand
get in
here?
line again?
Can I
And
just
then-
stand here next to you?
Some
That's not
random
your
man.
little assistant?
Some random man gets in line by himself. There's no one else, and then he said, I want to take a picture. So I guess we're done. So me and my daughter were walking away, and he goes to hug him, and all the people around him go and stop the picture and say, stop, no, sir, you can't take the picture with him. He was wearing a Coca-Cola shirt, and the sponsor was Pepsi. So they told him to put a Pepsi shirt on.
At least they gave
That's
him
so
one.
dramatic.
Well, I bet Pepsi probably paid a lot of money to have them.
But no one was. That people were over there getting free chips and free soda. Hot ass soda too. It wasn't
Business
even
is
cold.
business, Anna. Even if there
I
is
didn't
one
want
customer.
the soda. I wanted the picture. You would think there'd be more people.
No, you wanted the player. You didn't
No,
want it.
I am a
Yeah.
married woman. I
Oh,
just
my bad.
wanted the picture.
My bad. My
Which
bad.
I have as my backdrop in here. my
Good
screensaver.
times. Good
It's your
times.
Let me
screensaver.
find it. I think it's. My husband can see soccer lights a mile away.
He was like, there's a field there.
It's like
There's a
practicing.
radar.
Like the
And
back
soccer's
signal.
being-
Like the back signal. And I was like, where? I don't
It's a
see
soccer ball.
the lights are like, where? I can't. just let's go. I go, I don't think those are slides for a park.
Oh, we played at the park over there, right?
Yeah, so we went there, and I was like, I'm not waiting in the car because they're going to think we're crazy.
No, we encourage parents to come out and be like, hey, like, when do you guys practice? And when do you guys play? And when can we start?
And the guy he ended up asking about the team is now our compadre.
Yes.
We baptized
Look at
their
that.
son.
That's
and
crazy.
we have the class of 2024 ready to go.
Hey.
He's your comadre's son is already trying to kick the balls
And he's
out
so
there.
cute. I'm not
He's
just saying because
adorable.
he's my idol, but he's so
He
cute.
is so
He
cute.
is so adorable.
He's so cute.
Can you guys try not to look at him so much? I mean,
No, I like can't help myself. I'm like, oh, just go. But
he's
imagine
adorable.
that is so crazy. You cannot know somebody and then within like a short span.
okay, you know when you
love
see
somebody.
telenovelas and you see, oh my God, they just passed by each other. They have no idea that they're gonna become. That's what happened.
That is exactly
Yes,
what happened.
imagine when we find out we all live so close. Like we probably
Oh,
walked
yeah.
past
Literally,
each other
yes.
at some point and didn't even.
We were in the
didn't
same
even know.
market. We're around here. I found out somebody lives like 2 blocks from here. Everybody's around here, and I mean.
You would
But
have
if
never
it
known.
was a telenovela, we probably cross paths all the time.
Yes.
And you know how you see it on telenovelas, like, oh my God, that's not even real.
It is real.
He didn't know.
Our world is so small, like, it's not even funny. Like,
If it was a telenovela, then
telenovela.
I would want to be the villain.
Oh, I love villains.
I begged my parents when I was younger, please take me to Univision. I want to try out.
Did
I
you?
wanted to be an actress so bad. But I specifically just wanted to be a villain because I was telling you guys this. I think that in all Spanish novelas, or
The villains
most,
are the heroes.
the villain is so misunderstood and usually not the villain because
Yep.
the villain is usually posed as there's always a hot rich guy. For those of you that don't watch
The
novelas,
Novela.
there's always a hot rich guy,
Soap operas.
and he happens to be single, rich, and hot.
And he
Or
gets-
married to
and
someone
he gets
that's
everything.
terrible.
He gets the good girl and he gets the bad girl.
Yeah.
And he's usually engaged to this like super hot,
And he gets to
successful.
pick and he gets to choose. And
Well-
why are you the price?
She's the
We're
price.
the price.
And then, so they're engaged and he's already committed to this person. And then this like
And he-
sweet, innocent girl comes along and sweeps him off his feet. And then because the hot girl is losing her mind, she's the villain. And oh my God, everybody feel bad for the guy because actually the guy is the villain. Everybody feel bad for the guy who cannot possibly choose between who his family wants to marry versus he wants
who he's
Get
forced to
out of
marry.
here.
Well, some of the villains are really bad. They burn people. They kill people.
What novelas are you watching?
This is true. This is true.
Yeah,
But I think the dude choosing between the hot girl and the sweet poor hot girl is the real villain. You tell me you can't just be like, hey yo,
I'm committed. I'm sorry. I can't
this
look
girl
at you.
swept me off my feet.
Or
I'm gonna need you to move on. Like
or that. I'm gonna need you to move on. No. We're over. We're over. I'm with her now.
if they were direct, how many they would be?
Men are never direct.
Yeah, okay, that's true. I have a thing
Men
that
are
I might
simple
be
creatures.
overly direct.
Who?
I learned this term called golpeada, like to talk golpeada.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
What does that mean to you?
That is to be direct. At least
Correct.
to me.
Yeah.
But I think like in a Latin household, at least in like my culture, that's
You don't
rude.
want to do that. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Like it's like you have to kind of beat around the bush,
Yeah.
and I hate that. So I'm
You're
like,
not like that.
I'm a rebel, so.
you don't think so?
No, girl.
I've been told more than once that that's how I speak. And I'm
Oh
like,
no, you
I
are like
Yeah.
that. No, you are.
You do speak like that.
I think
and that's
what
fine.
you're not is you don't follow directions. You don't let people
Yeah.
tell you what to. That's what I meant.
Oh.
But you are golpeada.
Because you
Baby
know.
golpeada.
Because you totally know, like, what's, like, yeah. You just.
I never saw it as a bad thing until it was told to me that way.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
It's
don't,
not a bad
don't
thing.
listen to them.
Don't listen to them. Who told you that?
Who told you
Who
that?
told you that?
It's a good thing.
It's not a good person.
Oh, well, there you go.
No, but I've heard that even from like
Good people?
No, like just in conversation, like, oh yeah, because you speak very direct. Like, you know, like, I'm like, is that a compliment?
I would take it as a compliment. Like, well, I'm glad I'm
Thank
able
you.
to tell you what I need.
Well, I think this. my threshold's very long. Like I can like I'll mostly be like, oh, things don't bother me that much. But when I get to the point where I'm telling you something,
yeah,
I mean it. Like you got me here. It's your fault.
It's like tell them I'm your villain in the story, but also tell them how you created me. Period.
Because I'm like, this dude, if he would just like the novela guy, if he would just be like, hey,
we're not working out.
You're not doing it for me. Let's break off this engagement and tell the parents I'm just in love.
What man is gonna do that?
Not the novela, man.
Not the novela. The true villains. Oh my, because I was watching, which one was it? Like Teresa. I watched Teresa. Okay, let's take out some of the ending stuff. But in the beginning, I was like, why is she the villain? Because she has standards. And she's telling you what the standards are. Yeah. She's saying, this is how I want to live.
She did lie to a lot of people. She made up lies. She destroyed people. She did. She got people killed. But who drove her to that? The men.
I feel like
the men.
Obviously.
The rich, good-looking men.
The men.
The good-looking.
But I feel like towards the beginning of the movie, she wasn't
like that
in that extreme yet. Like, she was telling her boyfriend, I love you, but I just want you to go to doctor school, a medical school.
To be better. To be better.
I want you to want more.
Yeah.
And why is she the villain for telling him I want more?
No.
Like, I'm not,
she wanted a man with but she stole her best friend's boyfriend.
Okay, I'm not defending that. I'm saying like that she took it too long.
Okay, maybe what we're trying to say is not, she's not just, there's more than one villain.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a villain, but also is the rich.
I feel like the poor guy that she was in love with, I don't remember character names ever.
Alejandro.
Was it? Alejandro. Not the rich guy, the poor guy.
Alejandro. That was his name.
I feel like he villainized her. Outside of everything bad that she did, he villainized her for
wanting the rich guy,
wanting to have money. He would always be like, es todo lo que te importa, blah, 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 blah.
Dinero. I mean, you're not gonna live off of love.
Es que las historias mexicanas
they're very sexist.
The stories that they portray to us growing up are always, you have to suffer, you have to be very poor, you basically have to, somebody has to beat you up, hurt you so bad, then you will succeed. Otherwise, if you haven't done, none of those things have happened to you, you're never going to succeed.
Or to be deserving of being successful.
Yes, it's always this Rosa de Guadalupe stuff. Like you have to
stop watching that because it gets
crazy. It does get crazy.
Stop portraying that to people. That no, you don't have to go through all that to be successful and to be happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can be happy. That you're not paying the price.
Just realize what you have.
Yeah, I think
not what others have.
Yeah, and in that novela, like it was like her being ambiciosa was a bad thing. And I heard this in a podcast. I can't remember what the name of the podcast was. But it was like how the word ambiciosa has a different meaning in English, like a different connotation in English than it does in Spanish. Because, and I remember this from talking with my own parents, it's like in English, to be ambitious means you are a go-getter. Yeah. You know what you want, you have a plan, you're going to get it. But in Spanish,
they encourage you to be ambitious.
Yes, in Spanish, they want you to be ambitious. They want you to go for it. But in Spanish, someone calls you an ambiciosa.
That is offensive.
That's like greedy in a way, right?
Yes,
greedy,
it's almost
it's usually tied to money too. Like you just want the money. And you just want the success.
If you want to get out of that circle and break that circle that they're created for you. You think you're better than us?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, good luck doing it on your own.
Yeah.
There's no support.
No
support.
Cut ties right there.
Because you want to marry a rich guy, they think you're the villain.
Just because I told my husband this.
Yeah,
I still love you.
And you remember women back in the day where they had no rights, or they did, but they couldn't say anything? I don't think I could ever be that.
No.
I respect my husband, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't tell him what to do. He doesn't tell me what to do either.
Yeah.
But
as it should.
There's I see a lot of marriages that only the man has the last word.
Mine doesn't tell me. I mean, he can tell me, but what? Oh, you meant this? Here,
but at the end of the day, I feel like men, even though they don't say it because men don't say anything and they don't explain anything and they just whatever, they want an independent woman. They don't want
Yes.
a woman that depends on them emotionally and financially.
Here's my thing. I think that a lot of the times, and this is like media portrays this as well, the man is taught to marry like the good girl and whatever that is, the good girl. Right?
Good?
Que no se ponga maquillaje, que se vista conservative. That's who you're supposed to want to marry, right? And
Yeah, ideally.
but who do these men cheat with?
Exactly.
It's always an independent girl that does whatever the heck
because they don't have
want.
to tell them anything. They don't
So
have
it's
to
like they-
worry about them. They can
wear
live on their
tons of
own.
makeup. They don't like to clean their house. They're just like out to go out and party. Those are the ones
Men
that
like
cheat
to
on.
suffer, okay? Treat your man badly.
You know?
Treat them badly.
PSA, make them suffer. And that's a thing, right? In psychology,
Yeah.
like people bond to that type
Isn't
of
that like a
relationship.
Stockholm syndrome thing?
I'm not encouraging Stockholm syndrome.
No.
I'm not listening to
But
it.
I'm not discouraging it either. No.
But you're on your own.
Es que los hombres les
No.
gusta la mala
I feel
vida.
like as long as you're like on the same playing field as your partner, I feel like things will go well.
Yeah.
If one is more than the other, at least in my eyes, I don't think that's a good thing.
No, and
I would kind of be like, what the heck?
also like do whatever works for you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. All in all, Arturo was the villain of that. Arturo was the villain.
In one novela.
And Teresa.
Interesa. And it's
There's-
funny how aren't they married in real life?
Yes, they're married in real life. They have another novela that I actually had to stop watching because it seemed like domestic violence to me.
Which
Like
one?
DV. Oh my god. It's like when
Them
he
too?
takes her away from her in a ranch.
And he just
He-
keeps
he-
her
Oh,
there.
There's a ranch
yeah,
and he
I
keeps her
remember
there.
that. I know which one, but I don't know the name.
I don't
but
know
which
the
one.
name.
Yes.
But the mom kind of sold her because the mom was.
Yes, she's such a great villain, that
I
lady.
love her.
I want her role. That's the type of role I want to play. Anyways, back to the... It was like... What the... Are we teaching our young girls that this is love? This is toxic.
Oh, when you watch novelas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we don't watch them anymore.
I stopped
No, I mean,
watching them too.
I think it was maybe high school.
I
stopped
grew up
them.
watching novelas, Don Francisco. Univision would feed everybody everything they wanted you to think and believe, and that was, I'm sorry, but it was garbage. Unfortunately, nothing good.
No.
They were not telling you facts because as I was growing up, I started watching English news, and it was so different day and
Oh yeah,
night.
different.
Like they'll say, okay, tune in for information about this, but Univision was like, si no te quieres morir por tomar agua, sintonízanos a las 11. Like,
Let me find
"Uy,
out how not
let me
to
not drink
die."
water anymore. No tomen agua, nos van a decir a las 11, ¿por qué no? You know? And you have to wait till 11 o'clock.
¿Ven? Por eso se enferman. No.
If you didn't stay up late that day, you were gonna die.
No, I was like,
No, pues no tomaron agua for like 24
and then
hours.
there was this interview, they were interviewing this lady, señora. Sí sabe que hay un violador que está en esta ciudad atacando a personas solas, que viven solas y andan en la calle solas.
Oh, I remember
Y
you
la
telling
señora,
that.
ay, sí, estoy muy asustada. Yo vivo ahí. Y la
Mira,
cámara
el-
pone ahí y digo,
Con la puerta roja, ahí exactamente. Aquí
Mira,
por la
y-
baseline y la...
aquí me bajo
¿Tiene
en el bajo a
escaleras
las 8.
para subir a mi ventana, Irene?
No, aquí me bajo sola a las 8
Y cuando guardo mis llaves, mis extra keys, las pongo aquí abajo.
Y la cámara, esta señora vive sola y tiene mucho miedo. Aquí está el vas y aquí camina ella. Y yo, apaguen eso, ustedes, la van a encontrar. Ay, no, it's like I can't.
Se dijeron que todas.
The perpetrator's writing the
¿Dónde me
address down.
llevan? Ya te traigo.
Ay, ustedes no van a ganar dulces, yo sí.
Serious.
No, I can't. Yeah, you're right though, because now I watch it
And you're like,
with my
what are you
adult brain,
doing?
and I'm like, what? the-
But as children, we didn't.
No.
We,
Okay, you know one novela that I rewatched because I did a lot of rewatching during COVID.
Did you?
So I watched Rebelde when I was younger,
And it was
Never seen
awesome.
that.
and it was
I haven't
amazing.
rewatched it. I have not.
I
rewatched
rewatched it.
all the red
Tell
flags.
me why Anais character
Yeah.
dates the principal at some point. Or the vice,
I
one
have
of the
not rewatched
teachers,
it.
or I don't remember if he's a
Oh
teacher.
yeah, the PE teacher, right?
Yes.
And you're just like,
And they're totally normalizing the fact
Yeah.
that she's at a she's at a boarding school, away from her parents. She's obviously vulnerable.
Yeah.
She's dating the teacher. People know.
Oh yeah.
And it's totally acceptable. That happened in Soñadoras too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I feel like it was normalized at that point in time to where when it happened in real life, we were just like, it's normal.
I mean, it must not be weird because the TV said it was
Somebody put it on camera and approved it. Oh, this is
That's
great.
how
Let's
you
put it
know.
on.
Yeah. That was terrible.
No. And I was like, this is weird.
That's what I'm saying. I'm Mexican. I'm 100% proud to be Mexican.
Same.
Okay, just Trump, don't listen to this. But I'm 100% proud to be Mexican.
Aquí viven la...
But,
Señora.
I have like U.S. citizenship, okay? I just feel like some of this, I love my culture. I just don't like all the stuff they feed us.
Yeah.
They feed us so much stuff and we were scared about everything. Oh, no camines sin calcetines, te vas a enfermar. No comas sandía en la noche, pero cómete 20 tacos.
Tacos
Es que
proteína.
los tacos son proteína.
Te comes un pedacito de sandía, te vas a morir.
Sí.
No, eso te
Te van a,
panzona.
yeah, y te van a crecer un árbol en la panza and then you're gonna be
Te
trained.
saliste a mí.
I used to think that was real. That if you ate a seed, maybe it is real. I don't know. What do you guys think? And that if you eat the seed of
Watermelon?
a fruit, let's just say,
Any
like
fruit,
any fruit,
yeah.
that it would grow in your stomach.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
but if you think about it, there's so much acid in there that really, like, you're gonna poop
You
it
need
out.
soil.
It's not gonna-
we do not have soil. I don't know about you, but I do not
I'm
have
fertile,
soil.
but not that kind of fertile.
Wait, isn't the poop becomes
Not dirt.
Oh, compost?
It's compost, but it's not soil.
Is it? I don't know how to garden.
I don't
guys.
think you can put a seed in poop and it grow.
The Martian, the movie,
Isn't
The
that
Martian.
how isn't that how grass grows?
Yes, that's
Oh my
why
gosh.
he survived with his own poop.
What? Wait, who?
The Martian in the movie, Matt Damon.
I
He
haven't seen that one.
survived with his own poop because he used it as fertilizer to grow potatoes so he can eat and survive for those many years.
I skipped that part.
Well, let's watch
Yeah.
it.
You're
Let's
right.
watch
And let's make
No,
sure you guys no
let's
talking.
not watch it together because
Put it in a playlist, guys.
you will ask questions and we will answer them and then you will be upset.
We will watch
And we
it.
will
I'm
no
a
longer be
big space
friends.
enthusiast, and I don't know how accurate that movie is, but I think that is how he grows potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why he survived all those.
But Matt Damon can survive anything.
he's a movie star.
He can
It's not real.
survive.
It was fake. It was Studio 56.
Oh yeah. Or what's that other one?
Area 51?
Area 51. Is he in that?
Oh no.
He's not, but I don't know. I just thought of a movie that Matt Damon was in, and then I thought about Area 51. All great movies. Put them in your playlist, guys.
Hey.
I love space futuristic type movies. That's my
Oh, the
jam.
one where they go to the future and it was kind of like a actual movie
future?
of Buzz Lightyear, right? When they like go into space with ay, ¿cómo se llama esta actress that she's oh my goodness, what's her name?
Oh,
But
yeah,
they
I
were out in
remember that.
space. They're out in space
No,
and then they
Because she's struggling. I would have started
I
saying
don't know
that.
what we're talking about.
She's
Anne Hathaway. She's in that movie.
Oh, okay.
And so is Matt Damon.
No, that's not Matt Damon. Oh,
That
they
is Matt
find
Damon.
Matt Damon
yeah.
when they get there,
And
and
then
then he betrays them.
Yes.
I want to watch that movie. What's
Spoiler alert!
What is it called?
Don't say what
I
happens.
don't remember. Okay, let's make a
Fudge.
note so we could talk.
Stop
Okay.
talking about the movie.
So
If
we can put
anybody
a
knows
comment.
the name of that movie, please put it in the comments. Was it
This is-
Sorry, I'm back.
I can't remember, but I know
remember.
exactly which one you're
Yes,
talking
and
about.
it was they go. But it kind of it almost seemed like
Okay,
a remake
it is
of Buzz
with
Lightyear.
it's with the redhead, and it also has with the guy that goes all right. I can't. She loves it. I can't remember if I'm thinking if I'm conflating two different movies or
No.
Is
No, it
conflating
has
a word. You guys sometimes. I just throw words out there that sound right or that I've heard somewhere, but I'm in a cell. I have no idea if I'm using it right.
So it has Anne Hathaway. You could literally look up all recent movies of Anne Hathaway.
My cell phone's recording. If not, I would look it up for you guys.
I'm doing a podcast, so I'll look it up later.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
She doesn't have a tablet in front of her with the internet.
She doesn't have a tablet in front of her. She got her notebook out. Like she can't type it in there. Oh no, she can't.
And she didn't even connect the keyboard to the computer.
The keyboard's not even.
It's okay.
It's okay. We'll look it up later, guys.
Stop criticizing me. Ew, we're on camera.
Okay, I have a few problems with talking about movies that you guys will find out. One, I love talking about movies, right? So I can't.
And during
stop.
movies.
During movies, apparently.
And after movies.
I guess I'm never watching movies with you guys.
The thing is that I cannot remember people's names or the names
neither.
of the movies.
Me neither.
I'd be like, that one movie
Unless
about that
it was
one guy.
very
Very
recent or a really good movie like Donnie Darko. I like that movie.
Which one?
Donnie Darko.
Which one's that?
No, what is
I
that?
haven't watched that.
Oh, okay.
Write that down.
Right.
Minecraft, I watched that. Jack Black.
Let's not talk about.
We already talked about that one. We don't want to bore.
No, I know what I'm saying. I remember him. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know anybody else in there.
I get so far as like if I've seen a movie far away enough, I forget the entire plot.
So
Like
you have to rewatch it, right?
like that Anne
Like her.
Hathaway movie. Like I actually have watched it more than once, and I'll be like, it's so surprising. I was watching this movie that is it's actually with Matt Damon,
Okay.
and it also has that guy that's in Ted, Mark Wahlberg.
I always confuse
And
them two.
It has
they're
Leonardo
besties.
DiCaprio in it.
What
That
movie
is a movie. It's like an old action movie. Tell me if you remember, guys.
These very vague clues.
I don't want to give away the ending, but I was on an airplane like for a work trip,
And you saw it.
and I was watching it for probably the 5th time.
Interstellar.
Interstellar. Yes.
That's
okay, now look up Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Wahlberg. It's like a.
I always confuse Mark Wahlberg and oh my god, yeah,
Matt Damon?
Yes.
They're in that. They're all in the same movie.
But if they're in it, I'm watching it.
okay, super good. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I was on the
Matt Damon, who else?
5th time watching it, and I go, like in a completely quiet airplane. It has a twist at the end, and I go,
No way.
and everyone's like,
Were they scared?
yeah, I
Oh my
scared them.
god. You can't do that on a plane.
And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
As like, don't worry,
And then
guys.
I was laughing
There's
at myself.
no snakes
because
on
I-
this plane. Was it that one?
The Departed.
Oh, is that good? Is that a good movie?
Yeah, if it's the one
Okay, I
I'm
need to
talking
watch that
about, let me see. I can't see. I don't have my glasses.
Just enlarge it.
Click on it.
Oh,
It says that she doesn't.
Prove
she
you're a
hasn't paid,
human.
That she hasn't paid her.
She's not a
internet
human.
bill. Why are we on Reddit?
Hannah will tell me now.
Oh
This is
yeah.
how you know how much we actually prepared.
This is all.
I think it is The Departed. I think that's
Look
right.
at how hot he is. I mean, he's not hot. I'm just saying.
They're all hot.
I was a big Leonardo DiCaprio gal until I found out about his side quests. But like dating all the younger girl. That's
No,
a turn
it's
off
terrible.
for me.
Who?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio.
But that movie's so good. He's so good in it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to watch it.
But that's how far I go that I forget the entire plot. So then I look like I'm lying when I'm like, I love that movie, and somebody will be like, do you remember when so and so? And I'm like,
And you're just like,
no.
I mean, I
It's
feel
been
like
more than a year.
if
I have
I've
no
seen
idea.
a movie once, I've seen it 1,000 times until they ask me about it, and then I'm like, I need to rewatch it.
I do remember how a movie made me feel.
Yes.
And whether I liked it or not.
Yes.
Like sometimes there's movies that leave you uncomfortable because they're like psychological thrillers or whatever.
The Platform? Really good.
Yeah, like
Oh my
those are
gosh.
like you learn like a life lesson out of it. But I won't remember the actual plot.
What was the one with the guy who went to Mars and he's a regular person?
Mars.
I think
Just
it's
saw it.
Mars.
No.
I think it is Mars.
No.
Look at Mars. Look at
But
Mars.
Matt Damon.
When it's McConaughey and he's like a rocket scientist. Oh, that's Interstellar.
That's Interstellar.
That's Interstellar. That
She's
was good.
talking about Mars.
No.
Yes,
It
you
just
are.
came out.
It just
Oh,
came
it's
out.
new?
Yeah.
Hey, me telling her what she's thinking about. That is exactly what you're thinking about. I know.
I know your
I know
brain.
your thoughts.
The movie just came out. Then his parents have a story there from Michoacan. And
Oh.
It's Peña.
yes.
I've never seen it.
He's in a movie
He's
where
an
he's telling a story that he's an astronaut.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
Michael Peña?
It's a Mexican actor.
He's a Mexican actor.
Mexican actor.
I think he's Michael Peña.
Oh, he's like the mathematician that after so many tries, he actually got into NASA and then
I haven't watched it, but
Yeah.
okay. It's that guy.
What's his name?
He I don't know his name, but he's been in so many movies.
Yes.
It's not Peña?
It is Peña, isn't it? Look at Peña.
Put Peña, NASA astronaut. Guys, what did people used to do before Google?
I don't know. They would stay with the doubt. Oh my god.
Tune in. I literally am the person that if I don't immediately know, I need to Google it.
Yeah, I need to find out. And
unless I don't really care about it, then I don't really want to find out.
Until recently, in like the past 3 years or so, my son thought I knew everything. And then when I started telling him,
Googling things on the corner.
when he finally realized I didn't know, he was like, "But you know everything." And I was like, "If I don't know, I will find out. I will. Trust me. We will go through the resources and we will get your answer."
That's all
Don't
you really
ever
need
doubt.
to teach him how to find answers.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
How to use the internet?
You can't find it?
No.
But I know which one you're talking
I
about.
know
He's a
what you're talking
mathematician. Look up the mathematician. Is it that one?
Is it called
No, it's not that one.
There's so many movies about space. Not all of them are good.
good. What is his name?
No, it's not a short name. The movie title is a very long one, and I saw it on
I know which one
on
you're
Amazon
talking
Prime, I
about.
think.
I do
think
know
I
which
saw it
one
on
you're
Amazon
talking
Prime.
about.
How do you spell mathematician?
Math. So M-A-T-H.
Math and then a matician.
a magician. A magician.
No, nothing's here. Oh,
Put movie. Yeah,
The movie.
She's looking up
But
mathematician.
Mexican guy plays astronaut. Is he Mexican?
And it's based off a true story.
Yes.
And I thought that was
Hollywood,
amazing.
sometimes Hollywood just doesn't understand that not all Latinos are not
No,
the
it's
same.
not there.
I'm gonna find it. Give me this. Give it over here.
I think it's probably charged already.
Okay.
That was a charger? Oh.
You guys,
Tell me why I thought it was like a little
the keyboard's
piece.
not even connected.
Maybe that's why.
Oh. Okay.
You guys.
Okay, do it.
Okay.
What is that?
It's almost like the movie from the Hot Cheeto. Like, that's based off a true story. Did you guys watch that?
No, I want to watch it.
It's good. I liked it. Thought it was really good.
Which one? I heard
The Hot Cheeto movie.
I heard it was pretty inspirational.
It was. It was really good.
A million miles away.
This one.
That was
A
so
million
good.
miles, so good.
Let's see
Yes.
what the actor's name is.
Yeah, what is his name?
He's been in so many movies. Michael what?
Go to cast.
Yeah, it is Michael Peña.
All you had to do was.
Is it that what I said? I said yeah. I kept saying yes.
No, do you want to see what I researched? I put NASA astronaut Mexican movie.
Wow. Keywords. Okay.
I was gonna put Michoacan, but I didn't need to.
And he's still alive.
Yeah.
All right, it says a million miles away, inspired by the real life of the NASA flight engineer Jose Hernandez. A million miles away follows
an
him on a
inspirational movie.
decades-long journey.
Loved it.
From a rural
The one
village
with
in Michoacan.
when he drew the rocket ship and the teacher brought it to the parents.
I haven't watched
You
it.
gotta watch it.
Imagine
Watch
being
it.
that smart so young.
Dude.
The thing is, he knew he wanted to be it since he was little.
Yes. And you know, I feel like that's the one
Crazy
thing.
to
Like,
know your calling so early in
when
life.
you know your calling and you just, as a parent,
I'm working
fuel
and I
it.
don't even know my.
I don't
same.
know what I want to be when I grow up.
Same.
I went to school, have a whole career, and I'm still like, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? I'm gonna podcast.
I'm gonna podcast.
You know what I thought? Let's podcast about it.
Just might as well. We're gonna be actresses. And our own.
If anybody needs a villain in their novela, I am available.
She's available.
I have to check my calendar, but I think I can squeeze you in.
Okay, well, you know when you do that.
I'm really excited about next week's episode. We're going to talk about the different types of soccer and maybe a rule or two if we have time.
Ix as well,
Yeah,
please.
but join the cotorreo. Thanks for watching and hitting the sideline chats with us. We will see you next time.